Hey everyone, Tom here from HIDprojectors.com, and we are going to do a thorough overview of the Monster 7-inch Stage 1, Stage 2, and Stage 3 headlights. So you'll be able to see all the cool differences between each of these Stage Series lights and all of the really interesting aesthetic and performance features of each. So stick around, we're going to start from the beginning by turning everything off as we always do, and we're going to go through the basics of each headlight. So starting from right to left, you have the Stage 1 headlight, in the middle is your Stage 2, and then the left is the Stage 3. They all share the same components. So we have 7-inch round headlights with black housings, the Monster shroud in the middle, and our awesome performing bi-LED projector in the center. That's going to give you the output that we're known for, that bright white, crisp cutoff low beam, and an even more fantastic performing high beam. So if you're looking for a high performance headlight, you're not going to find a better light than our 7-inch custom built headlights. We make them all right here in our shop in Buffalo, New York, and they're all customizable as well. So now let's go through the features of each one, because if you start with the Stage 1 headlight, you see that it's different visually when it's turned off in the Stage 2. The biggest difference is you don't see that perimeter halo. So if we start on the right, you have the Monster shroud with the switchback angel eyes. So I'm going to turn on both Stage 1 and Stage 2, and we'll talk about the angel eyes. So Stage 1 has two angel eyes, a front angel eye and a rear angel eye. Stage 2 has the two angel eyes, front and rear, exactly the same setup, but then it also has that large perimeter halo. So that's the first big difference from Stage 1 to Stage 2. These are switchback angel eyes, which means they're white daytime running lights, and then you can integrate them or wire them into your turn signal, so they'll also blink amber while you're making a turn. That's going to look like this. So if you're making your turn, and then you finish making your turn, and they're going to automatically go back to white, just like that. Of course, you can also run these on amber if you didn't want to use the turn signal function. They can be amber daytime running lights. Or you could put them on separate switches and operate them independently however you'd like. For example, some people will run the front angel eye white, the rear angel eye amber, or the front angel eye switchback, the rear angel eye white. You can come up with a bunch of different cool options for those. Now, the last thing to talk about with the Stage 2 light is that red devil eye. So let me turn that off, the angel eyes and halos, and I'll turn on the devil eye. This is just a small red LED that gets mounted behind the lens. This is not the driving beam. It's a very common misconception. You're not going to be driving around with a red light on. Okay, so this is just a glowing effect that glows, that makes that projector glow. It's cool for pictures, cool for off-roading, cool for nighttime. This is just an accessory light. It is not the driving beam. That is bright white, and it's the same across all three stages. So if I turn back on all of the angel eyes and halos, you get to look for what the vision of what these looks like. So you can tell the red light is not as bright as the daytime running lights, which are extremely bright. They are absolutely fantastic. All right, so now let's cut these off, and we're going to talk about the Stage 3 light. So similarly to the Stage 2, you have a setup that has angel eyes and halos and devil eyes. These are all color changing. So we get rid of the switchback functionality, and in comes an RGB angel eyes and halos and devil eyes. So again, that front angel eye is color changing, that rear angel eye is color changing, that halo is color changing, and the devil eye, which we saw in the Stage 2 is red, is now also color changing. All right, so these are operated with your Bluetooth controller on your smartphone, and you have the ability to change the angel eyes and the halos separately from the devil eyes. So if I go into my app here, which I have on my phone, I can set them to any single color I'd like. So I'll set all the angel eyes and halos to red, for example, or green, or blue. Here's a white color, and here's an amber color. I can also go into the color wheel and take any combination of an RGB value that I'd like. So if I wanted to get more of a turquoise color, I can do that, or a purple color, I can come down into the purples. I can get reds and pinks and blues. Just about any color that you can imagine, you can come up with by just using the feature on the app that allows you to play with the color wheel. There's also 20 different built-in modes. One of them is called the 7-color crossfade, which is what I had on in the beginning, and you could speed that up and slow it down. There's strobing, there's red and blue flashing, there's a whole bunch of really cool stuff. Here's a red and blue crossfade. And then you can also do the exact same thing to your devil eyes. So let's go back and we'll turn these on, say red. And the neat thing to remember is when you turn your angel eyes and halos off, it's going to remember the last color that you set them to. So we set them to red. Turn them back on, they're going to go back to red. So you don't have to go back to the app every time you want to play around with these. You set them to the color, they're going to default back to that color. So turn those off, and now we'll play around with the devil eyes. So I go in and select my devil eye controller. I've got it here at red, but again, I can make it green or blue. Or again, that same kind of whitish color or amber color. I can play around with the color wheel as well and get that cool kind of cyan color, and then go down into the deep blues and the purples. Same thing with the 20 different modes, so these can be cross-fading. So the cool thing is you could have the devil eyes cross-fading at a different speed than the angel eyes and halos, or you could have the devil eyes maybe strobing, and here's a red strobe flash, or you can have a green strobe flash, for example. You could have them doing different things at the same time. Of course, you can also just turn the devil eyes off. So let me go back and turn those off again. And now just the last thing to remember as we kind of turn everything back on one more time to show you guys what these all look like. 3 different stages, all the same performing headlights. So you're going to get the same fantastic performance. It's best in class. The only difference here is the aesthetic version of the lights. The way that they look for you, the way that they fit your theme. Some folks will gravitate more towards a simple approach like the stage 1 headlights. Others love the stage 2 with the halo ad, and they love the switchback functionality. Or maybe you're a color changing person and you want to go direct to have complete control over the colors when you want them. A few important things to note. The color changing set on stage 3 does not have the switchback functionality. That is what stage 2 is for. So if you go stage 3, it's purely color changing. Stage 2 is purely switchback. I'll show you guys again what that switchback functionality looks like, which is one of my favorite things. It automatically goes back to white. Such a cool feature. So if you guys have any questions or you want to make a custom set that maybe is similar to this, feel free to give us a call. We're here. You can reach us at 716-662-3479. You can email us at sales@HIDprojectors.com, or just send a comment to the video and we'll reach out and reply to you directly. We're here to help. We want to build a set for you. These will fit just about any vehicle that takes a 7-inch round headlight. We build them for classic cars and classic trucks. We build them for modern Jeeps. We build them for just about anything that'll take a 7-inch light, even some motorcycles. So if you have questions about fitment, give us a call. If you have questions about functionality, give us a call. If you want us to do something custom, let us know. This general overview covers the Monster series as well as the night trackers and the rest of the stage setup. So we have the night tracker, and then we also have the turbines. So if you guys have any other questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. I hope this video helps, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching.